Let's go.
Dr. Rosie Milligan, one of the most sought-after speakers on the circuit today. Her live internet talk show, Express Yourself, is the most provocative, thought-provoking, and talked-about radio show on the internet. There's no holds barred, and Dr. Milligan puts the B in bold. She brings it every Tuesday live at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Rosie has been proclaimed the most provocative female writer of the century. Her books include Satisfying the Black Man and Black Woman Sexually Made Simple, Why Black Men Choose White Women, and the book Nigga Please. These books have raised eyebrows across the country. She has authored 21 books and published 350 titles for authors nationwide. Check Dr. Rosie out at drrosie.com for her books, articles, and archives of her internet talk show. Sit at the feet of wisdom. Dr. Milligan is indeed a timekeeper and scorekeeper. She is the clock, calendar, and almanac for Black America. You need to hear her.
You're listening to the Express Yourself Hour. I am your host, Dr. Rosie Milligan, coming to you live with nothing but straight talk. That's how we do it around here. We have a great day. And my co-host, you guys know him. The AI man still is doing all these things that AI does. But no more than Mr. Keith Swanson. He brought this AI to the forefront. We were saying, Keith, what is AI? He's go, I am AI. Nobody found it. Nobody got the money. So, Keith, I tell you, AI is strong. It's alive and well. And that's why we're going to have a conversation about it today. We're going to stop all this ducking and dodging and hiding. It's some running and hiding, slipping and sliding. No, we just have to embrace it. So how are you doing, Keith?
I'm doing fine. Remember the old song, nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide? Okay.
Yeah.
That's AI, okay. Ain't nowhere to run to, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, folks, we just going to bring it to you. We're going to slam it to you today. Yeah. Our show is a close-up look at AI, artificial intelligence, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
China's getting ready to start shipping, a million robots a year
to who? Shipping them to
all
who?
over the world. All over the world. Not just the regular little robots. I'm talking about the humanoid robots. Okay, they're ready to start shipping them in a couple of years all over the world. Yeah, so get ready.
Well, okay, get ready. Get ready. Those of you been looking for a husband, looking for a wife, may come in the form of a robot.
They got robots that will have your baby. You know,
okay.
Serious. I'm wish I was kidding.
Well, they gone too far. Okay, they're trying to override God, trying to override the divine. The man better stop, okay? Man had better stop, Keith. They're going too far. If they could, they would really make a heaven.
Technology is nothing but Nimrod right now. Technology is Nimrod, okay?
It's on steroids. It's on steroids. So we better be careful. Don't get caught up. But you really need to understand what artificial intelligence is all about. So what I want to say to the people today, you guys stop fearing. It's here. It's real. It's rewriting the world right in front of your eyes. This is not the time to sit back on the sideline and say, I'm just going to wait and see. This is the time. Learn, pivot, and position yourself because what you don't know about AI can cost you money, can cost you opportunity,
cost you your
and
job.
your future relevant. Yes, your job, it can cost you so much. So it's no time to run from it. It's no time to hide from it. It's time to embrace it because you know what? It's not coming. It's here. Okay? And whether you understand it or not, it's shaping your money, shaping your business, shaping healthcare. Oh, yeah. Shaping healthcare, the way the healthcare will be conducted. The way your reports will be interpreted, the way surgeries will be done. It's impacting everything around you. Your insurance.
Even how you're hired, because a lot of your interview, they're putting a lot of the initial interviews to be hired to a job through what? AI right now.
That's right. And it's so important not to just, when you learn AI, it's important to really learn the do's and don'ts. what to do and what you should not do, because it can be used for good. We
Mm-hmm.
say for good, it can be used for bad.
Mm-hmm.
Some people is going to take anything and run it in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can see that now with stuff people are posting with your picture, your video when you're not even there. So that's the ugly part of it. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
don't allow the ugly part of it keep you from learning the good part, how it can be used. Because a lot of people, I'm not going to do that because they're doing this. You best to come out of that closet.
Mm-hmm.
So, folks, AI is not optional. AI is the new literary. It's the new literacy. It really is. So if you don't learn it now, you'll be paying the price later, financially, professionally, and personally. Believe it or not, there will be coming, well, already is, people looking at people even right now for jobs. Do you know AI? And the other reason it's so important, because, I have one of the only business and technology platform on the internet today. And why that is, it's important because there's a proper way to use any system, any tool that you have. And what we do is teach people who are using artificial intelligence, teaching them how to be authentic. Because when you run out to these jobs with a resume that AI has written for you, and the person who's interviewing you looking at you, the way you're sounding and the way you answer questions, it doesn't even seem like you. And there are some things that I can look at and tell when something AI, instead of using commas a lot, they use a lot of M dashes. So when you see that, it sticks out. So there are ways that people can tell that it's not authentic when you give stuff to them. So that's why you want to, in addition to just going on and signing up and for AI, learn how to work it properly. That's why mytechacademy.net comes in for that reason. So this is just, you can ignore AI if you want to, but guess what? It's not going to ignore you.
I mean, everybody is, if you have a smartphone and you talk to it, or you got Siri, you got Alexa, or you even got Google, right? You're using AI, just don't know it.
Well, I think this is a wake-up call. This show is to be a wake-up call. I was at an AI business conference last week, and just looking at the people that were there and the things that they were saying, they're jumping. I mean, older people, it was more people over 55, I would say, at least from 40 to 80 were there. These people trying to be ahead of the storm.
The curve, yeah.
Yeah, not behind it. So it's so important. I don't want our people to lag behind another time.
It's because it's especially people over 50, because you got services you have to interact with, right, online, okay, call, through phone, through internet, stuff like that, okay. You're going to be talking to a chatbot, okay. Your initial interaction, so you have to know how to work with the chatbot. Okay, because you can't get around it. Okay, if you go to a doctor, you call a doctor, and you're gonna have, sooner or later you're gonna have to start talking to these chatbots. Okay.
And I know sometimes we get so angry. I've heard people hollering at the chatbot. I told you. I said, you're not talking to a real person.
Yeah.
So calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. So people don't realize that AI been around a long time.
It has been. Yeah.
And we're using it every day,
Yeah.
You use it, Amazon.com. Well, Amazon using it. You use it, Facebook, the algorithm looking at what you bought, and it's where you might like this, okay? Siri, play this. How do I get here? We're using all the time, but now that we're using what is artificial intelligence, now people upset about it. And Tesla's off the hook. I'm not driving in that Waymo. I ain't getting in that car. You can get it if you want to, Keith. I'm not getting in that car. I hope I don't have to retract that. I better be cool.
Well, if you buy a new car, you're probably going to get it in your car, so you'll be using it whether you like it or not.
Well, I think AI has been a portion of the cars for a long time. Remember when they first started making cars and door wasn't closed.
The jar,
A door is ajar.
yeah.
And all this computer stuff. And my sister said, I don't want no talking card. You sitting up in there, they recording everything you say. She was paranoid. They know everything you do right from that car. You don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The thing is, most people don't like to be tracked or don't like to be recorded, stuff like that. But you carry a smartphone. Make that make sense?
Oh my goodness!
If you carry a cell phone,
everything in it. Your life is in it.
Your
People
life
have
is
all
in
their
it.
phone numbers, their email address, their children's name.
How do you think they call all the people on January 6th? Okay, they track the phone.
Wow.
They try to get they try to get they try to leave Washington D.C. get on an airplane. They got stopped at the airport because they tracked the phone. No, you were at the White House on January 6th. No, you got to come back.
Wow, you got Uber been used, and that's how they can tell you what time they'll get there. They know where you are. So, folks, all I'm saying is wake up because you don't want to embrace it. It doesn't mean it's going to stop coming. Well, let's take a vote and see how many people want us here. Folks, it doesn't work that way. AI is here, and when you learn how to use it in your personal life and your business life, it's going to make things so much easier. Keith, I can take a picture of your refrigerator and put it in the AI tool, put it in chat, and say, what can I cook today? It will go through and tell me the different meals that I can prepare from what's in my refrigerator. Now, folks, if you can't embrace that, what?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are taking care of their parents, their elder parents, they're on special diets. You can just go into chat.
Yeah.
My mother is on a 1,800 calorie, low sodium diabetic diet. Can you prepare me a menu, 7-day menu? It would do it. So let's do that. Now, look like some jobs are going to kind of go right now about that. What do you think?
Okay, you've already lost. There's an estimate you lost already to AI and automation. You already lost like $600,000 this year, just this year.
Well, it's going to really help when it comes to nutrition. But, Keith, I remember reading in Dr. Anderson's books years ago. It's Jeremy, I think his name is. He said by 20, I believe he said 2020. Maybe 2020. It was in 2020.
Tell me Jeremy Rifkin?
He said only 25% of the jobs that we know now will be needed. I thought that's he way out the box. Hold up. He said only 25%.
That's about right. Yeah.
That's about right. But what I want people to know, there's a lot of jobs that going to disappear because of AI, but there are many jobs that's going to appear because of AI. I don't want people to just see the downside. There are going to be some jobs created.
The thing is that with the technology they're going to release at the same time, you're going to have to make your own job, okay? The state will not be responsible for your job anymore. You have to make your own job.
In other words, now you're going to have to use your own creativity. You're going to have to use what God gave you. That's common sense.
Right.
The ability to have wealth. That's in the Bible. Say, I give you the ability, to get wealth. So now we are going to do something that we have not been doing. That's tapping into our power, our brain power, our sense power. You know, this is interesting because when things get tough the way it is now, people begin to think. People who was not thinking before, just going along because everything was handing down the pipe. Now they say, we got to get up and make our own bridge.
You got to learn how to fish, you know. You got to learn how to fish.
Keith, I think something's in the chat.
It's from Brother Jamal. He says, I saw the self-driving cars in Las Vegas last week. They look too small to survive an accident. They're pretty sound, okay? They're pretty sound. So, I mean, you know, they're built just like any other car, unless you're going to get a Tesla truck or something like that, which can survive accidents. But yeah.
Wow. Well, all the thing I can start right now. Right now, looking at the school system where your child is attending school. Will what he learned be obsolete? See, we are so far behind. That's why we're behind in the academia area, because the schools, number one, one educator that was in Vegas, she's going to different schools trying to set up programs that teach them about artificial intelligence. And you know what she said to me? She said that the public school kids going to be way behind, because the charter school and the private school are welcoming this phenomenon. But she said the public schools are teaching the kids against AI. They don't even want the kids. Y'all gonna be cheating. All kind of outrageous stuff. So folks, you better wake up and realize that you the one paying 12 years, you buying that kid a bus pass, giving him lunch money, making sure he stay in school till he finish high school. Don't even allow him to work part-time because you don't want to mess up his grade, only to walk across that stage with a diploma in his hand and not able to do anything for himself. If you died tomorrow, he's lost.
The thing is, you can't, like I say, you have to use it as a tool, okay?
Yeah.
And it has to be AI has to be used properly as a tool to actually teach children. Okay, if it's not done properly, they're going to use it as a crutch, and you're going to make it even worse than it is now.
But that's your job. It's your job to teach them the benefit. Because anything you make, anything you come up with, create, somebody, before you get it on the market good, is working on figuring out how they can connive and make it do harm. Because you got evil people, you got wicked people. But the good outweigh that for what it can do. But
like a friend of mine, he was saying he was at a fair and he bought a bottle of water, and he gave the young person a 20, and they couldn't make change for the 20 without tapping it into a calculator.
Well, that's what happened now, Keith, because your cash register, you used to have to figure out the change, but the cash register tell you how much you get.
There's issues with that too, because I have a buddy he's a manager at a grocery store, a big chain grocery store in New Jersey. He said he's got to let people go because even though the cash register will tell you how, they still have to count the change out, okay, by hand. Okay, have a lot of kids that can't count the change out by hand. Okay.
Well, that's what's been happening. That most people now have not been able to use their brain at all, because you push a button, you got all this click, push, don't get up, lay in the bed, do this. But now I think it's a era of awakening that people are going to realize. I'm going to have to think. I'm going to have to teach my kids how to think.
You have to train that kid how to think, and you have to, and some things that just like lifting a weight, okay, you're going to have to pull that technology away and make that kid do some of the stuff the old way, okay, to actually exercise their brain.
Okay, I think you have something on the board. Let me give the phone number out for those who listen. You can call us here and chime in. Give us your opinion. Let us know what you're thinking about today. You can call us at 669-444-9171. That's 669-444-9171. So, Keith, I know you're watching the board. And if you just, wanted to know how to get onto this Zoom, the meeting ID is 843-4413-5068. I'm going to repeat that. The Zoom meeting ID is 843-4413-5068.
And write it down, because you're not going to remember it. Write
it down. 843-4413-5068. Keith, what's in the board? And then we're going to go to our guests.
Okay, the second thing is Jamal again. It says, what happens to all of the people that are currently employed but will lose their jobs to AI? And what happens to the overall economy with less human workers? Hopefully, one thing that should happen, okay, if Congress stops stealing, is that the items will get cheaper, okay, because you won't have the human labor to actually boost up the cost. But the thing is, you're going to have to figure out what AI cannot do yet, okay? There's going to be gaps. Like right now, the biggest gap right now, they do not have enough blue-collar workers, okay, because the AI cannot build its own infrastructure, okay?
Right. That's why the school's going to have to shift. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's going to shift. They already talked about it.
Just sitting back, letting the school do what they do. You paid for the school. You paid for the teachers. They're taking tax,
Taxes,
your tax dollars.
Yeah.
So you need to have some say. So it's time to pivot and look at what profession do I want my child to be? It's time for us to choose. Let's choose. Not allow them to choose. They don't know enough to be choosing, okay?
Yeah, I was just looking at a video where a guy, I guess he's talked about bringing in the young men into trades, right? And they don't even know how to turn a screwdriver or a wrench because they've never been taught. Okay, because we took because of feminists, because women don't do those jobs, they took most of those trade classes out of the school. Okay, like it used to be in middle school and even high school, right? They teach you the basics. Now you have kids coming out don't even know the basics. So it's going to have to be a whole rebrand. And the jobs that women have with the service jobs are going to have to take a back seat because those are the ones going to get outed anyway. Okay.
Basic education is really the ability to read.
Read and write,
write,
and little like a lot of things. I was actually talking to one teacher that talked about getting rid of handwriting. I said, handwriting teaches manual dexterity. Okay, it's not just the writing to actually communicate, but it also teaches you how to use your fingers and hands, stuff like that, which translate into doing what? Building and doing other kind of stuff, welding, building, other kind of stuff. That's how come you have to keep some of those things into the school system. Okay.
Yeah. And Keith, one of the reasons artificial intelligence is so important, people used to go to the library.
Right.
Now, many times they don't, but trust me, almost anything that you want to know, it's right at your fingertip.
Yeah.
When you go to the doctor and you get your medication, when you come home, just go right into ChatGPT, put what are the side effects of these medicines? What is this medicine used for? I mean, I'm loving this new technology.
And always don't take the ChatGPT and AI for gospel. Ask ChatGPT, give me the source where you got it from.
Absolutely.
And read the source yourself, okay? Because if you don't, what you're going to get is somebody else's version of what you're supposed to know, okay? Read it for yourself. Check. I was listening to a lot of programs, okay? They're going to have to have people to actually check on these bots, okay? Because they're bots.
Well,
okay?
You know what, Keith? Yeah. Now, it has been a proven fact that some of them, sometimes they hallucinate.
They do hallucinate.
If they don't know, you ask them a question, Elaine, they don't know. They do like the average person. You know how when you talk to somebody, you ask them a question, they won't ever say, I don't know. Well, I think. It does the same thing. Start hallucinating, just telling you stuff.
AI will lie to you, too, so don't.
Well, you don't want to rely on
you don't.
AI for medicine. You don't want to rely. It gives you some things, like what your side effects of your medicine, that kind of stuff.
And then run it by your doctor.
Symptoms. Right. Yeah. But when it comes to medical and it comes to legal, do not rely
on it solely.
On it. Just use it. It's a tool, folks. It's machines. It's machines that's giving you information, taking information that it have learned from you. From your email, from what you put out on the computer, what you put into. It's good, but don't.
It's not a crutch. It's supposed to be a tool. Not a crutch.
Don't use it as a crutch. So let's open up now. We do have guests on. They may, want to chime in. We got Elaine decides she come back home. She's my prodigal daughter. Okay.
I knew you would come back, Elaine.
Okay, you guys can jump in. Just open your mic. I see Carolyn Gray. I don't remember Carolyn being on before, so that's the new person on with us. I think we have two Carolyns. Okay, just open your mic and jump in.
Because I had like 5 or 6 programmers test ChatGPT out when it first came out. Okay, how good is it? How good can it be? And how accurate it is? So, it's when it first came out. So it's about 4 years. And they've come back and they've actually reported back like right about now. Said okay, it's not quite there yet, but but it's going to get better.
Yeah, but as my daddy said, better than nothing. Okay, better than nothing.
Technology always gets better; it doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Carolyn Greer had a comment. Carolyn, go ahead.
Go ahead, Carolyn.
Just unmute yourself and jump right in. Okay, I saw a hand went up. Maybe she's figuring out how.
There should be a microphone to your left.
Yeah, just click off and jump in.
Yeah, and jump in.
Where's my Elaine? Elaine. All right, I see a common letters coming on. So, folks, let me make
sure. Chat GPT's got her tongue.
Yeah, oh my God. But look, folks, let me tell you, we talked about what it can do for you personally.
Mm-hmm.
You can do, it can plan a diet, plan for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can look up your medication. You can look up basically anything you want to look up. But for personally, it saves time. So people say, well, I don't understand how it works. Think about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your business on automation. Anything that you do repetitively.
Yeah, anything repetitive.
It can do it for you. Think about when you have a doctor's appointment, 2 or 3 days or a week out before your appointment, you get a text, right? Reminding you of your appointment. Now, if it wasn't for this technology, that person would have to have a paid employee calling you to remind you of your appointment.
Yeah.
So just follow the trend. How important this AI, this automation is.
There's a very good book by Tim Ferriss called The 4-Hour Business that shows you how you can actually break up these things in a task. It used to be you have to have offload to human beings. Now you can actually offload that to AI.
Absolutely.
Instead of human beings. Yeah.
Keith, I remember when cosmetologists, they working on your hair, got all this perm and stuff. And hold on. They running to answer the phone and make an appointment for somebody. People don't make appointments verbally to a human. You go, they have their calendar innovation now. They make the appointment. And if you can't make that appointment, I don't need to call the doctor and tell them, hey, I won't be there. I just go in on calendar and just cancel my appointment.
You can do that, but you can also do it, with AI, you have to do it verbally, okay?
Yes. So, it reduces your costs if you're in business because it's like having a virtual assistant that you're not paying for.
The virtual assistant is just on what's called a supercharge right now.
Right, and you
can talk to it,
Yeah, and you can focus your effort now. By having that virtual assistant, now you can focus on your business versus working in your business. You can work on your business. And the other thing is so great, collaboration. I love it.
Yeah.
You talk to someone in another country, another language, it will transform that language to whatever language you want to put it in. So now I can talk to someone in any language and ChatGPT can translate. So now I'm able to do business global with people normally I wouldn't have been able to. So
you got your phone can actually translate it and talk to you in your earphone and translate somebody speaking. Okay.
Exactly. So now what did it do? I stress less. Why are you stressing that? I have a virtual assistant. I don't have to answer these calls.
Right.
But the other great thing, Keith, that people have no idea. If you're in business, they have tools that you can clone your voice, make your own videos, make your own advertisement. It is so incredible. You can make your
own commercial.
Make your own commercial. You can make your newsletter. You can make your business card. You can make create your logo. This stuff you can do. This stuff that you've been paying people big money to do. You can create a website in less than 30 minutes with some of the AI tools. You can send your picture and say how we used to sit. I remember sitting for a glamour shot paying $400 and people are paying up to $1,500.
Right.
You send that picture, tell them what business you in, and they can just develop you all types of pictures based on what you want. So all I'm saying, for those who are dragging and lagging and skagging and wagging, when it comes to AI, you need to get with it, folks. You save time, you save money, you're more efficient, you're proficient. So it's that way. So our guests, go ahead. Open up and tell us what you think about this emerging technology.
Everybody has to have
where are you?
Everybody has to have an opinion on it because they're getting affected by it. Okay, you can't even apply for a credit card without interacting with AI right now.
Right, it's here to stay, and it's not going into place.
Your banking, everything.
I need to make sure that you don't have anybody on block? Because it's not like it for Brenda not to jump in here.
No,
And you
they're
know
all
Elaine.
they're not blocked. Everybody's they're just muted. Nobody's blocked.
Okay, so they're muting themselves.
Yeah. So maybe they're just listening.
Okay. Maybe AI told them don't say
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Well, there's
Oh,
Brenda.
Here come Brenda. All right, Brenda.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
I
morning,
just
Brenda.
I just want to share something that just recently happened day before yesterday regarding I don't know what that watch is that people wear. My daughter has one. I guess it's a
Is it
smart.
Apple Watch? Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
I guess that's what it is.
Okay.
And she came to visit me about a month ago, and I said, "Wow, that watch is so unattractive. It's so big." And she says, "Well, mommy," she's an esthetician. She says,
Okay.
"Well, mommy, it helps me when I'm working on a client. I don't have to leave to answer the phone. I
Right.
can talk to them from my watch."
Yes.
So I said, "Okay, but it doesn't look very feminine." But she said, "But it's
Functional.
It's functional." And night before, about 3 nights ago, I got an alarm at 1 o'clock in the morning. My daughter lives in Georgia.
Okay.
And I got an alarm on my phone, a lot like I guess the when there's a missing person or something, the alert comes on your phone.
Yeah.
But this time it gave my daughter's name and said she's been involved in an auto crash.
Okay.
I was out of my mind. I was like, what is this? So I called her husband in Georgia, and he says, we all got the emergency alert that my daughter had been in a car accident.
Okay.
Now in Georgia, the freeways are between forests. So there's not like here in California where you can walk to the next off ramp. It's not like that.
Right.
Okay.
He was stranded at the side of the road, had been in a terrible accident.
Okay.
And if she had not had that watch on, number one, we would never have known that she had a crash.
Okay.
And number two, we definitely would have known where she was at.
Okay.
So that's AI, I suppose, connected to that in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
So it not only helps us with our day-to-day tasks, but it can also help us in an extreme emergency to let us know where a person is that has been involved in an accident where there's no other way for you to know it. So it's definitely something that we need to familiarize ourselves.
It's a good tool. It's a good tool. Yeah. In fact, they want to, because I talked to a couple of people in the medical field, right, about introducing AI for like seniors, right, like with a wearable, like a watch, because it can take your pulse and blood pressure and all that kind of stuff, and track your sleep. And one of my friends had a pad, so it can actually determine when you rotate. Okay, like in the hospital, people don't turn over or whatever. The pad will actually track that your movements as you sleep. So. There's a lot of things you can do. So the person doesn't have to be in a facility, maybe not, okay, or a hospital. It has to be at home and get the same kind of monitoring that you would in a facility. There's a lot of ways
that is really incredible. You saying that all happened because of a watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she was the accident had where she couldn't get to her cell phone.
Right.
And she couldn't get to her purse.
Okay.
Because the car was in the middle of the freeway and she had to get out of it. And the only way was for anybody to know what had happened to her. She's on a lone highway, 1 o'clock in the morning in a forest, nothing but a highway in a forest. And if it had not been for that technology, I shudder at the thought what would have happened. We gotta get on the AI train because it's left the station.
It's built into the stuff that we wear. So because that's the good thing about it, and that's the bad thing about it, because it will track where you are. Okay.
Well, you ain't got no business. You ain't got no business being where you ain't supposed to be in the first place.
You know what, y'all? I'm on this call too, and I'm glad we did say that. My name is Carmelita, and I'm a participant tonight or today. And I think that I'm new to this AI thing, actually, Dr. Rosie, and I believe Tamika is maybe one of your partners. I forget it. You guys are really you ladies are the ones that are kind of really getting my mind going on this thing. And I know that it's a valuable tool, and that's why I'm on the call today. And also at the same time, I think anything that we do going forward, we better be mindful of the fact that these tools also get in the hands of people who don't mean us well. So those are facts. And because that is the truth, then we better also think about that when it comes to how they can track us.
Oh, yeah.
What are they going to do with our DNA? What are they going to do with our minds? Because those tools, think about how now we're able to use it, right? So they've already had it in their hands for probably 30 plus years, 20 years now. You know, because well, you know, you would know better than me, doctor. But, you know, I'm just guessing because as a kid, I remember that technology with police, you know, how I remember if you called 911 and you hung up, they knew how to track you. But all along, it was just this stuff that we now are gaining access to. So that's all I'm going to put on the table, because I don't know enough about it to really go all the way in. But I know I'm living in a world that is kind of sinister, and I hate to put that out there, but it's just a tool. It's just real.
You have the technology itself is not sinister, but the people that are behind it can be. Okay.
You have to realize, yes, it is, and we really do have to think about when anything is invented that we didn't invent. We not in mind. That's the same thing when it comes to medicine. It's verified. You know, all the research, and they say, well, you know, black folks don't participate in research, and they don't want to be guinea pig. But you know, when you really look at it,
when we have, it hasn't gone well for us. When we have.
Well,
that's why we're leery about it.
Why are they going to take time to really study us, Keith? They're trying to figure out how to keep themselves alive.
Right, that's true.
And we fit into the mode of it. But like you said, Carmelita, it's always somebody going to take anything and turn it to bad. So what's the point? Then the point is that we must be mindful. We must be conscious. We must understand the wickedness of people. See, the worst thing that can happen when you have people who don't believe, well, they can't, people ain't gonna do this. I had a cousin we was talking about when we talked about AIDS and how it was put out and what his intent was for depopulation. Girl, you just paranoid. You know, I can't believe. The worst thing you can do is have that disbelief syndrome, that you cannot believe that certain thing can happen. So it's important for us to really pay attention. But in fact, I want to mention at 5 o'clock today, I'm doing an introduction to AI session on mytechacademy.net. That's absolutely free. mytechacademy.net. I am so serious about this. I do not want our people to be left behind, because this can really just take you to the next level. And it will be incorporated on many of your job tasks. You're going to be asked. And you guys, Elaine is on with us. She didn't come in. She said she was sick today. Now, that's what I call faithful. That's what I call a faithful few. She got on anyway. She said, I can't talk. I'm sick, but I'm listening. Thank you. Elaine, our prayers goes out for you. Drink plenty of water. Take care of yourself, because you know what? You are important. We need you. The world needs you. So keep standing tall. We love Miss Elaine. Okay. Carolyn Greer, you know, if you have something to say, just open the mic. But you guys, it's so important when we start looking at artificial intelligence. When I talked about My Tech Academy being one of the platforms for technology and for business, there are people I discovered during COVID that was so many of our people could not get the PPP loan, couldn't even get the unemployment together, because they were computer technology
illiterate.
Yes, and it's sad because they didn't know how to upload something from that documents to email. They couldn't do vice versa. My staff worked 75% of that time, just like we were nonprofit. We're not trying to help people navigate the system. Because of that, we offer all our content training, Keith. People who don't know how to navigate the basic computer.
Mm-hmm.
We have one-on-one session with them because when you're older, you don't want to be sitting in class to young folks laughing at you because you don't know nothing. I'm just gonna put it out there just like that. So they just shy away. They want to learn our program. You tell me what you want to learn. You might say, well, look, all I want to learn is how to upload a document, something from my document to my internet and send it off. All I want to know how to do is put page number on a document. Folks, it's nothing like this platform. You learn what you want to learn. You don't want to know all that stuff. You don't want to know what the hourglass is and all this kind of stuff. You know. So we want to make sure everybody is literate. We teach people how to effectively, start up their Zoom account. Some people don't even know how to get on Zoom. Still, Keith, believe it or not, they don't know how to get on Zoom. They don't know how to send email or to delete email. So we got to bring our people in, streaming and kicking. We got to just force them to come in because you can see how the banks are closing up, Keith. It's going to be that all your Social Security checks, all your checks coming automatic to the bank. So when you get a check in your hand, you're going to have to deposit on your phone.
You got to take a picture of it.
We got to get with this technology. AI bringing us in, so we want to come in with it. And for those who are trying to do a resume, trust me. But now here's the kicker. Prompting is important. That means knowing how to get what you want from AI, you got to put the right thing in. I'm a writer. I'm a publisher. That's why I do very well with teaching people how to prompt. That is important. Because when you ask a person a question, Keith, you know how they go all around the Mirabelle bush. You're trying to extract what they're saying. And especially when you're saying part of it in Ebonic and everything else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But you want to be so specific. And every time I prompt chat for anything, I get back. But if you don't get back what you need, all you got to say, no, that's not what it is. And then you can say, I want this in a scholarly way of writing this. So I want this to be more urban. Let it sound like you. Let it be in your voice. When I get email or get something from someone and they're using all the words that people don't use commonly every day in particular, that person, then you know, again, you're using artificial intelligence. Be authentic. Let it help you shine like a star on your own authentic voice, and it can do that. So, folks, what parents can do, you need to embrace it as a family and start talking to your kids about it, because they may just want to play games.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So it's and you know what, Keith? It's time for us. I don't believe in the fact that we have to tell our kids who to marry and who to date, but we need to throw it out there. Signs to watch for.
I think we need to go back to arranged marriages. I really do, because we haven't done very well with it being unarranged.
With picking for yourself,
with choosing for yourself. Yeah.
And really, when it comes, you guys, to academics, you got to now start trying to help them navigate what they need to be taking in school. They don't know. All they know, because if you don't go to school, you're going to have to get out. You don't go to school, you're going to have to get your own apartment. So they go to school. Why do everybody go to school? School is what you do. We got to change that. We need to start talking about
AI can, yes.
Where the jobs are. AI, you can talk about hobbies, stuff that your kids like to do, and ask AI what field would probably be more genuine for that person. Folks, don't let your kids just go to school to be going. They better get up there in vocational education so they'll be able to take care of themselves.
AI can tell you where there's shortages of people in certain jobs. Like right now, it's blue collar, okay, because you need infrastructure, right? You need your roads to be built, you need the wires to be laid, you need substations for these power generation plants to be put up. You're going to need to they're going to have to start building nuclear plants, so you need engineers and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that can be done, okay, in technology and also the blue collar fields, because they're going to need a ton of them. Okay.
So Pam need to be talking about that.
Yeah, right.
Don't have your child just working on there. As long as he finished high school, I'm good with that. You better not be good with that now. We in a whole new change. The whole world changed. We're looking at intergenerational housing. I'm gonna say that again. We're looking at intergenerational housing because these young people are not gonna be able to own a home by themselves. So you may have to do an ADU or have that house built with grandmama, with mama in mind.
Did you look up the thing with Musk?
Yes. Oh no, I haven't gotten a chance to do that. I'm waiting for it. I was going to do the ADU, but when you told me what Musk is doing,
look it up. Yeah,
okay,
look it up. It's all over YouTube right now. What he's getting ready to do. So, and the thing is, it takes them a day to put. It only takes them a day to put. It took them like a few hours to actually put it up.
And they have gotten so expensive to do. Before COVID, I was going to do an ADU. Someone gave me a quote for like $75,000. Now they're talking about $225,000. I'm waiting on that thing that Musk's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like for $8,000.
We're moving into a new era, and that's what I want people to understand. We're moving into technology. AI is going faster than any technology that I recall in my 80 years. Came in, boom, slap, boom, cross the head.
And the thing is, what's going on right now, okay, that I knew would speed it up is because they're in competition with the Chinese, okay?
Yes.
So now what you have is a technology race between China and the United States. So
technology war.
That's like when Trump came in, okay, we're going to let it go, okay? So if you get eaten by the bear, you just get eaten by the bear.
Well, I tell you what. It's time for us to not play around. For all of you who are on our call, it becomes all our responsibility. Folks, just go out, your family, your church, your sorority. Be talking to people about the importance. Do not lag behind. A year from now, you'll be so far behind that catching up is going to be too hard to do. So it's now. That's why we've been doing these classes. You know, we do one-on-one. A person take the introduction to AI class. Keith, we now have a membership program to educate our people.
You better
become a membership. If they're doing a business, they need to get all the legal documents in order. We help them with that.
You know, Dr. Rosie, okay, there's two tiers of people, okay? Like you have like the people I talk to, like maybe the top 10% that know this stuff inside and out. But 90% of the people, my kids included, don't have a clue, okay? So they need programs like yours that actually give them what they call a bootstrap, a bootleg, into the lingo and awareness of it and what it does, okay?
And Keith, we got to become aware the things that young people don't know.
They don't know that. You would think with all the little gadgets they mess with, they would know, and they don't.
They don't. So parents got to, enroll your kids and get with them. Don't just tell them you need to learn AI. No, we're going to learn this together.
Yeah.
Make it a family project that no family member is left behind. That's what we need to slogan and push. No family member left behind. We need to just make up our mind, Brenda, that we're not going to leave our grandkids behind. We're not going to leave our sister behind. But I done told them once, no. Yeah. When you advertisement say you got to show this thing 7 times.
Yeah.
So don't get mad because they don't get it at first. When they hear a whole lot about it, they want to jump on. The real world.
You with the technology, if you don't have to repeat it all the time. You can actually say it once, record it, and have them watch it. Okay. There's a lot of ways you can actually do it.
Make it a family project.
Make it a family project. Yeah.
So while you're getting out looking at what they call November Good Friday. What is it?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Y'all better buy something that's gonna help you move to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. And when it comes down to the holidays, they're trying to write us out of history. Now you guys know that. So it's gonna be important for you to buy some of these black books, especially historical books. Even if it's fiction, they're historical fiction. It's important for you to get those books and have them in your house and sit down and go over them. Have book reports done by your children, because they won't know this history that they need to know. Because when you have something to lean on, when you have history to lean on, it helps you shape your tomorrow in a more progressive way, because you got history to lean on. Our kids don't have it. They're not getting it in the schools. You have modern day people, ancestors, who have left a roadmap for us in recent years. They need to know about John Henry Clark. They need to know about all of these people. So it's important. But most of all, I want you to understand that AI, if I hear that they want to take it off the market, I'm going to be the first one calling the march, okay?
It's not going anywhere, okay?
No, it's not. It makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
It does. It would write. If you put a contract, someone give you a contract. Carmelita, they give you a contract, you throw it in chat, say, is there any flaws in this? Is it good bilateral, or is it a unilateral? In other words, is it one-sided, or is it a good one? It will go in there and pick out the things that you need to look for.
Yeah.
If you're writing a grant, you know how much you pay folks to write a grant.
Yeah.
You can go in there and chat, you put in your purpose and what you're doing, they'll write the grant for you, and you can go back and say, if you were the funder, what else do you think I need to put in it? And they will tell you. So, folks, I hope you are understanding. And this show is going to be on YouTube. For those who miss it, you need to send your people there to listen to this show. And to send them to mytechacademy.net to explore all the opportunities.
And always don't, like I said, don't take it for gospel. Always double check it for common sense. Okay. Yeah. Read before you give it to somebody. Read your document. Okay.
Absolutely.
Read your document. Okay.
Yeah, because there are people who just take and they don't read it.
Yeah, they run with it. They don't read it. Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
It's not a guide. It's just a tool.
And I found out when I was in Vegas, oh my God, when it comes to real estate, I see the Lord's just joined us. They have AI tools that scan that house, and it's like an open house.
Yes.
They're showing it and telling you every little detail about that house, all the amenities, folks, so you don't even need to go and sit for an open house. Showing people, they have the tools. I was blown away when I saw that.
Eventually, what's going to happen? They're going to connect it with the state, and you can actually see the blueprint of the house when it was built, and how it was built, and the blueprints, and what the structure of the whole house. So it's there. Just tap into it.
But can you imagine a real estate person sitting at home enjoying their family, having AI walking their clients? 5 or 6 can be seeing it at the same time. Now you got to wait till these people go out. They waiting when they leave. Now let me show the other people who coming in. God!
You could independently say, okay, say I have a client. Okay, this is what I would do. Okay, I'm selling real estate. Okay, got a client. Okay, I can do one. I can actually curry over some goggles. Okay. Have them put it on, and okay, I'm gonna show you 6 houses. Okay, instead of getting in the car, going one. Put the goggles on. I can give you a virtual walk through the whole house through the goggles. Okay.
Right,
and then you go to the next one. Yeah, go ahead.
If you need to do it in another language, they have glasses.
Yeah.
Glasses that you can have on. Yeah. That's interpreting. That's translating for you.
What the thing is, you can actually go into the ears. Okay, and actually speak to that person in their language.
Folks, I'm telling you, y'all can sit around and turkey giving this year and Christmas out, but you better go into 2026, as my daddy said, with some bought sense, okay? I'm telling you, do not lag with this artificial intelligence. It cut hours off of your weekly stuff for a virtual assistant. And not only that, in fact, I am building for myself now, haven't built for me, chat bot. So anything a person wants to know when they ask most common, frequent asked questions, all they have to do when they ask the question, my bot is going to get them the answer. So now it moves me away. I don't have to answer this question. When people want to know what time does Black Writers on Tour start, I don't have to pick up that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Do you see the time that's going to be cut away? I don't have to answer these questions. My staff would not have to stop doing what they're doing to answer questions all day when it comes to my conference. And people want to know, is it paid? Are the seminars paid? Which one of the seminars are free? Do you have any booth space available? I won't have to answer any of those questions, Eloise.
You can either type it in or you can get a
it's going to tell them. I'm going to have a chat bot.
A chat bot will actually talk to them,
We'll tell them everything they need to know.
When you call into a bank, you get the same thing, okay? So
same thing.
Get a menu.
Thing.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, everything that the corporation is doing, everything that the big boys are doing, folks, the playing field is now level. Somebody say level out there. You know how they do it in church. Somebody say level. Somebody say level. The playing
level.
That's right. Thank you, Debo.
Yeah, the playing field is leveled, right?
Playing field is leveled.
Yeah.
Now, you can make it uneven if you want to, because you lagging. I ain't gonna get in that 100 letters of the devil. Somebody told me AI was the devil. I said, sound like Jesus to me.
If a family-owned business in China can sell you goods halfway around the world, you can do the same thing here.
And that's what I've been saying to our people. I said, if America can buy a product from China and other places, why can't you buy clothes from someone in Tennessee who has a dress shop? If we can't think outside of the box like that, because if you're waiting for people in your community to keep your business alive, the average business will not make it if you're only getting customers within 5-mile radius. Particularly like now, Keith. Back in the day, you could, because most everybody in your community looked like you. And most of all of your business people owned with you. So we in a new way, in a new day.
And that now, one thing I do like about AI, especially generative AI, okay, say a small cafe with a few customers, right? You can make your own commercial.
Yes. Oh, that is
and advertise.
In your own voice, Keith.
In your own voice, okay, with virtual characters, okay, or cartoon characters if you really want to make it funny, and you can either hire somebody or work with AI to actually make it funny, okay.
Yeah.
And then put it on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube, right? You can run your own commercial. But the thing is, right now with check your headset. Have Tim come in and check your headset, Dr. Rosie. We still can't hear you. Yeah, there's a lot of the thing is with generative AI, which is changing the game. Okay. In fact, Tyler Perry was going to fire most of his staff. It's because generative AI. He could actually make films and make commercials without actors and without stages. Okay, so as it advances, small operations. Say if you got a business, it could be a one-person business, right? Okay, you can make your own commercial.
And that's what I'm interested in. Oh, sorry, Dr.
No, go. You're interested in learning what? Say it again.
Well, I would be interested in learning that, how that's all possible.
You can go to YouTube and put in AI video, and generative AI will come up, and there's services that will actually upload, say, a picture or upload a theme, and they can give you like 10-second clips. So you can actually generate. It'll cost you a certain amount of money, but they can give you like 10-second clips, and if you can splice those together, you can get a whole 30-second commercial.
They have all those tools. They have all those tools.
The tools are there, and they're only going to get better. So.
Right, and we do coaching. Say if you want to learn how to do your pictures, cut your commercial, want to learn Canva, all of those tools.
Yes,
and we do those. And so try to check in today on mytechacademy.net at 5 o'clock. We'll talk about all those things. Anything you want to do, I'm telling you, if you want to do your own website, if you want to learn whatever you want to learn how to do when it comes to business and technology, we got you. That's why mytechacademy.net is so important, because we're trying to drag our people into what they need to know. Because why? Because when you win, I win. We're all interconnected. connected, and that's how we got to see it. So, look like the clock on the wall said that's all. We hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Those who didn't get a chance to benefit from it, remember, in about a week, it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I want to thank you all, Elaine. I hope you feel better. Dolores, it's really good to see you. So, they blew me away with that real estate. I said, wow, you could be sitting at home and having 100 people looking at that house at the same time.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Virtual walkthrough.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
As the goggles get cheaper,
it's got to be very exciting in real estate.
Yeah, that's really exciting. You have 100 people looking at the house at the same time.
Sometimes more.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. AI is here to stay, folks. It ain't going nowhere. I don't want it to go into place. It's only going to get better. So you can sit back and sit on the sideline. You're going to be left behind because it is moving faster than lightning. Because other countries, everybody's trying to outdo each other right now. China's trying to do the U.S. U.S. trying. So every time you look up, that's why My Tech Academy is important to become a part of the membership, because things are starting changing. And you're introduced to that. You're never left behind.
It's cheaper, faster, better, and that's what they're shooting for.
So you guys, on your way, have a great day, and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rosie.
Bye-bye. Okay.
You're doing the Lord's work, Dr. Rosie.
I'm doing the Lord's work.
You're doing